Hi, welcome to our fourth grade virtual open house. I'm Miss Kinsman.
And I'm Miss Estill.
And we're going to be talking a lot about what you and your students will see this year in fourth grade. We know that there is a lot of information on these slides, and we're not going to say all of that information, so if you'd like to pause at any time to read through it, feel free to do that. So I'm Miss Kinsman. I'm 25 years old, and this is my fourth year teaching fourth grade here at WRES Elementary School. This year in fourth grade, we are specializing, which means that each of the teachers is focusing on a certain subject area. So your student will be with me for reading, writing, and social studies. I'm really passionate about reading, and I'm excited to focus on these skills this year.
I'm Miss Estill, and I'm 26 years old. This is my first year in fourth grade, but I have experience teaching first, third, and fifth. I love doing science and doing hands-on experiments, so I'm really excited to be able to focus on those skills with your students this year. So here at WRES, we have 4 core values, and if you have been at this school, you know what these core values are. One is pursuing safety every single day. So when we're walking down the hall, when we're in the classroom, we're always pursuing safety. Learning focused, we are focusing on learning every single day. We value people, we are kind to others all the time, and we are outcome driven and chase our goals every single day. To reward students for focusing on our core values, we have a positive behavior system in place. Students earn points. These points that students earn can be redeemed for classroom incentives, grade level incentives, and quarterly principal parties.
In addition to our school-wide expectations, we also have classroom expectations. These are not anything new, and they're really common expectations that we have in every classroom, but we just expect our kids to come into class, be ready to learn, and be kind and be excited about being in our class. So in fourth grade, your student will learn all of these subject areas, and I will talk a little bit more about language arts. We call language arts ELA, and this encompasses reading and writing. We have 4 different units that flow with each of our quarters, and we have different enduring understandings for those quarters that we're really focusing on. So for quarter 1, your student is really focusing on how to become a researcher, and you can see what we'll be focusing on for each of the following units there as well. In social studies, we're really focusing on Florida history and Florida government, and so your student will be digging into all things Florida.
In math, you can see the different subjects that we'll be focusing on in math. Multiplication skills are super important for everything that we are doing. I started doing multiplication drills early in the year just to make sure students are really fluent in their multiplication skills. Fractions will be our biggest units. In science, we are building knowledge from previous grade levels. So we're not really learning too much new information. We're just digging deeper into what they've already have background knowledge on.
Oh. In the past, there's been some confusion about WRES being a school that has a no homework policy, and so we wanted to clarify that for you. We don't have a no homework policy. We just want to limit the amount of work that students are doing outside of school because we expect that they're doing rigorous work when they are in school. So there are only a few times when homework would be given in addition to the homework choice boards that we give, but sometimes they will have to finish any projects that they don't finish in class or do some pre-learning before coming in so that they're aware of what we will be doing in class.
Every month, your student will be getting a new choice board. So for the month of September, it will have 16 options. Every week, we ask that students complete 3 of the options on their choice board, and there is a space for you to fill out on the back, signing off that they completed those 3 tasks. We ask that students don't duplicate tasks until they have completed all 16 tasks first. Some supplemental resources for math. If you go to YouTube and you search Eureka Math Grade 4 Module 1, if we're in Lesson 1, or Module 2, Videos will come up. They're really good if your student is struggling in math or they need to complete some homework pages. It will help you help them. In science, we use Discovery Ed. The student textbook is available through their MyPassGo Connect login. A lot of students have already started using this and they've learned how to access it.
For ELA, we don't require students to read every night, but we do provide them with a reading log, and we encourage them to read for 20 minutes at home each night. And you can see this little graphic that kind of digs deeper into why reading at home is super important. And besides reading at home, there will be times when students get projects that they'll need to complete, but it's just most important that students are reading at home each night.
So Ms. Kinsman and I feel like communication is super important for our students to be successful. So we send out a weekly update via email. We also have a Facebook page where we post quick updates, and we are available for parent-teacher conferences.
For parent-teacher conferences, obviously since both of us are teaching your child, we would both like to be present during parent conferences. We know that this scheduling gets a little bit harder when we're trying to get two teachers and a parent, and sometimes even the student there at the conference, but there are 2 days during the week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, that we are both available in the morning, either at 8:45 or 9 o'clock. We try to keep parent conferences as short and direct as possible, and that's why we like to schedule only 15 minutes. If it does run over, that's totally fine, but if you are not available to come in, we can also schedule a phone conference before or during school if that's more convenient for you.
We just want to thank you so much for viewing our virtual open house. We are super excited to be working with your students this year,
and we can't wait for a great year. Thank you. Bye.